Hi guys, today we are going to be doing our ish drawing alongs. The first ish drawing I'm going to do is my turtle-ish. So to do turtle-ish, I like to always start with a half circle. And then under my half circle, I create a long little skinny oval that kind of looks like a long worm, just like that. And then I create a half circle for his head, and a half circle for his legs, and a half triangle for his tail. I can give him some texture on his shell if I want. I can give him a half smile and an eyeball. To do my tulip-ish, I like to do the letter U and then a zigzag line going down, up, and then I can create a stem and a petal. If I want, I can also create an extra line for that stem so that it looks like it's got more, it has more thickness to it. I can create an umbrella by a rainbow shape, and then from that rainbow shape, I can create some lines coming down, and then I just connect those with a bunch of curved lines, like so. The letter J, and then if I want to make that thicker, I can make another letter J to make it look a little bit thicker instead of just a line. For a sunset-ish, I can create a rectangle to see where my paper is. I can create a bunch of waves, like it's the ocean, with a big half circle for my sunset. I can even create some birds in the sky if I want. I can do little curves for birds in the sky, or clouds if you want to add clouds. To do a tree-ish, I like to create a cloud first, and then I can create my tree chunks that there are two lines that kind of curve down. I'll do another line coming down to do my tree-ish. To do my porcupine-ish, I'm going to start with a triangle head, give him a circle nose, a half circle smile, an eyeball, and this is the fun spiky part. Spike, 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 all the way around, almost like I'm doing a circle. And then I create his little half circle feet, and I've got my porcupine-ish. To do an apple-ish, create a circle with a dip in the top and a skinny triangle coming up. And if you want to make it look really realistic, you can add a half circle at the bottom that's shaded in, and you've created a little shadow underneath your apple. To do a bicycle-ish, this one's kind of tricky. I like to do two thick circles for the wheels. I always like to start with the wheels. And then I create the handlebars. So I create a line with almost like it's the bottom of a rectangle or a square. And then I create a diamond shape that connects the two. And then I can add a triangle seat at the top. I like to color mine in. And some petals at the bottom. And if you're feeling fancy, you can add some lines inside your wheels. All right, so we did one ish page. You can also create a house-ish by making a square and a triangle and a door with maybe some windows in your house. All squares and triangles in that one. If you want to create a boat-ish, you can create a triangle that extends down and then a half circle that connects at the top. Afternoonish, you can create a picture with a bright sun shining down. Maybe in your afternoon, there's some grass with flowers growing. Or maybe there's a tree. Whatever you want to add to your afternoonish. To create a fishish, I always like to start with a loop line. So I come up, around, back, and then I create 2 ovals for lips, a big eyeball, and his tail. To do peace-ish, you can create the peace sign. To create excited, you can create something that's exciting, like a big exciting line, kind of like your porcupine, with more exciting lines and exciting lines that come out of that. Get really creative with your lines. Now, go ahead and connect some of these ish pictures to create a picture with some of them in one, or create a whole nother page of other ish ideas you might have. So for instance, maybe you can create a turtle-ish. Talking to his porcupine-ish friend. On an afternoonish type day. Or maybe it's not an afternoonish. Maybe, just maybe, it is a sunset-ish type day. So the sun is kind of setting back in the background. And maybe this is actually an apple tree. So I'm going to create my apples. Maybe there's one that's fallen on the ground. And maybe there's some flowers growing in the field. And now I've created a whole picture that might even have a story that goes along with it, with all of my ish pictures. So go ahead and create some pictures of ish drawings and enjoy creating.